Attention! With this information, there is suspicion of a possible plot against the President of the United States, Donald Trump. This, what you see here, is in front of the airport where the President of the United States arrives in Florida. Take a look at what's here. This is a hunting stand, a suspicious post near the Palm Beach International Airport, which is constantly used by the President. The location of the discovery is less than a mile from Trump's Mar-a-Lago golf club. This area is already marked by high-risk incidents. The Secret Service and FBI have shared information. That right there is an improvised structure at the top of a tree. No further technical details have been revealed, but this could have a view toward where Donald Trump's airport is. In that area of Palm Beach, hunting hasn't been practiced for decades, so that thing up there is quite unusual. According to Kash Patel, the director of the FBI, the discovery was reported on Sunday, October 19, that is today, through an official post on social media. Donald Trump arrived in Florida last Friday and was planning to return on Sunday to spend the weekend at his private club, according to what he says. The spokesperson for the Secret Service, Anthony Glielmi, stated that there was no impact on any movement. There were no individuals present or involved at the scene, and there were no suspects. But the incident obviously reignites concerns about presidential security, especially after previous events. It is recalled that in a previous attempt, a man named Ryan Rhodes was detained for pointing a rifle from a tree line near the golf club, over there in Florida. Another serious incident happened with Butler, in Pennsylvania, when a bullet allegedly grazed Donald Trump's ear. In fact, now we know why Donald Trump's cover on Time looks like that, according to what the experts at this magazine report. And in this image, the cover is taken like this. They put it like this to show. The ear. On the one with nothing? I mean, they put it on the side of the ear, which is supposed to have a mark, and the ear has absolutely nothing. A topic that has generated a lot of controversy until now. Nobody knew why they had taken the photo from that position. Well, now we know. Obviously, the magazine isn't going to say this, but at least the experts in this have said that this position is to show that the ear is in perfect condition. Regardless of that, obviously, being a president of the United States requires security. You have to consider all possibilities, including this one in Florida, which is quite strange. No, because they plan to stand in front of that area. Clearly something odd is happening there. They also report this spectacular robbery, just like in the movies. Over there in France, there are several reactions, even international ones, to this situation. It is considered a historic robbery. This bold strike against the Musée de Louvre, by the way, left the world truly surprised. Look, there he is, says Tiahi. They were doing some construction work, so using that crane they have there, they broke a window, apparently, to get inside. Everything happened in exactly 7 minutes, from the moment they entered until they left with the French crown jewels. They took advantage of some construction work that was going on there, changes were being made, things were being fixed, there was, let's say, some work being done. Thanks to this, they used a construction site on the Seine facade, where there is less surveillance, to enter directly to the first floor with a lifting platform. Clearly, it was a team that had done prior reconnaissance, according to the Minister of the Interior, Lauren Nunez. There was. Those who entered had their faces covered. Each one had a specific role. At least 3 people participated. 2 went in and 1 waited outside, showing logistics similar to organized crime. The operation took place between 9:30 and 9:40 in the morning. The loot is actually very valuable. They say it's tremendous, even incalculable. They took 9 pieces, including necklaces, brooches, and a historic crown. The Ragente diamond, one of the most valuable pieces, was not stolen. By the way, the tourists were evacuated, right? This also draws attention because, let's say there were tourists. It says this morning until then it says the lightning assault would have shaken up the Sunday routine in Paris, and they had to evacuate the tourists who were in the museum. This is one of the images of the tourists being evacuated, a bit confused as well. In other news, Russia launched a massive drone attack against a mine in the Dnipropetrovsk region of Ukraine. This reportedly happened while 200 workers were underground. Rescue operations are underway, and emergency services have brought 8 miners to the surface, while another 190 remain underground at this time. So, well, we will be following up on this very serious, very unfortunate situation. They are also reporting a landslide, this in Zhongye County, in the city of Xi'an, over there in China. This would have happened yesterday, October 18th. There was a major landslide that reportedly buried a building in the Han River area. Supposedly, it had already been evacuated at that time. There is a landslide in that region of the world, an area, by the way, with tremendous amounts of rain in recent days. Now we finally have the confirmed images of what was stolen from the mound. There it is. Yes, let's go into detail because this was just published. We're recording and this came in right before we finished. This information, according to the latest report from the French Ministry of Culture, is that 8 pieces of jewelry were stolen from the sapphire tiara. Yes, there's also the necklace and earrings that belonged to the Dutch Queen Hortensia de Bornay and later to the French Queen Maria Amélie. That would be the necklace, the earrings, all of that. No, the necklace, the earrings, all of that. Well, also an emerald necklace and earrings from the trousseau. Let's see if this image comes up. No, I don't know if this is it, right? Emerald necklace and earrings from Napoleon's second wife, Maria Louisa's trousseau. A reliquary brooch, another tiara, and a large diamond bow from Empress Eugenia. Would this be it, apparently? Huh? And that would be all, right? Those would be all the jewelry stores they robbed. They also took Eugenia's crown, but they damaged it and dropped it. So, apparently that crown back there, they dropped it. They damaged it, he says. They dropped it, he says. The thieves took Eugenia's crown, but damaged and dropped it during the robbery, reports say. So that crown, well, it's not in the hands of the thieves, right? The diamond bow, adorned with 2,634 diamonds, was reportedly acquired by the museum in 2008 for $6 million. Well, it's a huge issue. Obviously, I imagine they already have a buyer on the black market or something like that. I doubt they acted impulsively. Still, it's a major issue. Obviously, it's a historic movie like Robbery, which we'll keep updating you about later on. Let's move on to other information. Just a moment. Here are some other important news stories.